Hello everyone, my name is Pratham and I'm the founder and CEO of the Proximity Foundation, a student-led nonprofit that hopes to increase youth involvement in medicine. Today, we have partnered with over 30 other student-led nonprofits in hopes to raise awareness for mental health and shatter the stigma. So we hope that you can support us in our initiative.
Recognizing that a problem exists is perhaps the most difficult part of going through a mental illness. If you find that your daily routine is being hampered by external factors that are affecting you, then you may be suffering from a mental health disorder.
Mental health should not be a hidden subject. It includes not only possible issues with mental health, but also how you take care of your mind every day. Everybody needs to take care of their mental health and find a balance between common burdens like stress and anxiety. Mental health resources are crucial to the well-being of all.
Mental health is just as important as your physical health, but unlike physical injuries, mental disorders can often be swept under the rug because they're just not as obvious as a broken bone. But these problems can manifest physically too and cause harm to you or others, which is why it's so important to address the mental health stigma and end it.
Too many people believe that showing or talking about sadness is a sign of weakness. Vulnerability is not something to fear nor be ashamed of. Mental health is something that everyone deals with and is perfectly normal.
Being open and understanding about mental health is the first step in reducing the stigma around it. It's okay to talk to others about your mental health and be vocal about problems that harm you mentally. Put yourself in your mental health first.
In this period of loneliness and isolation, I know it can be difficult to keep our mental health in check, but what's really important is to find things that help you cope with these stressful times. Whether it's taking 10 minutes out of your day for meditation or going on a neighborhood walk, make sure to take a break from reality.
Someone really intelligent once said that mental health is not a destination, but rather a journey. It is really a matter of how you drive and not necessarily where you're going. So this year and every year after now, do not sideline your mental health because it is just as and maybe even more important than your physical health. Take care of yourself.
Currently, there's a lot of stigma against people with mental illnesses. Society tends to view mental health issues and mental illnesses with a negative light, and people who do have mental illnesses are oftentimes discriminated against. This has caused many issues, including preventing people who do need help from seeking it and causing them to view themselves negatively. Through the years, although there have been improvements, we as a society still need to work towards destigmatizing mental illnesses and becoming more accepting of everyone.
According to the National Institutes of Health, an estimated 1 in 4 adults suffer from a diagnosable mental disorder in a given year, but less than half go on to utilize mental health services. Perhaps the biggest barrier to receiving these services is overcoming the stigma associated with doing so. However, even if individuals are willing to seek these services, they may not be able to do so as acquiring access to mental health care is a process riddled with obstacles.
Additionally, the situation with the coronavirus has also had a significant impact on the mental health of adults everywhere around the world. The Kaiser Family Foundation notes that 4 in 10 adults during the pandemic have reported symptoms of anxiety or depressive disorder attributed to either increased substance use during or increased stress pertaining to the pandemic. This qualifies the need for mental health awareness and treatment more than ever during these unprecedented times.
Raising awareness for and bringing light to issues of this sort is paramount in our contemporary society. We must do all that we can to sufficiently address and treat the wide array of mental illnesses that affect human beings.
Mental health discussions must be normalized so that people can be comfortable to address their mental health concerns. One of the major steps that needs to be taken is reducing the stigma that comes with mental health, since research shows that this allows societies to be more supportive to those who experience mental illness.
Especially in immigrant households, dealing with a mental illness is associated with laziness or a lack of ambition. However, your productivity does not define your worth. Do not feel ashamed of feeling the need to take a day for yourself in order to prioritize your mental health.
Taking care of yourself every day and treating yourself with kindness are important aspects of maintaining your mental health. Don't be afraid to reach out to others when you're struggling. Some days may be harder than others, but recognizing this and building a support network for yourself are some of the best things that you can do.
starts with reaching out to people you trust. Being candid to others about your struggles can help to get rid of the stigma surrounding mental health and seeking ways to treat mental illnesses. You should also check in on them once in a while, since they might be in need of a support system themselves.
There may be classic symptoms for certain disorders, but not everyone will fit into that list, and that's okay. You are not alone, and you deserve to get the help you need, regardless of if you meet that cookie-cutter image of your disorder. This is why it is essential to be open to understanding anyone's circumstances and to recognize that everyone deserves respect and love.
An estimated 26% of Americans suffer from a diagnosable mental disorder in any given year. Yet most decide not to ask for help due to the negative stigma associated with people who have any mental illness. If you or someone you know are being affected by mental illness, immediately seek out assistance because it can help more than you think.
Mental health is something that everyone should value and care about. Especially during the pandemic and other tough times, make sure to check on your friends. Even the happy friends, strong friends, and productive friends. Your words of support might actually mean a lot more than you think they do.
Remember that mental health impacts everyone. While looking out for your loved ones, also keep in touch with yourself. With the global pandemic bringing social contact to a halt, feeling lonely is normal and nothing to be ashamed of. After all, there are people that love and care for you, and they are likely feeling the same way that you are.
Thus, even in the roughest of times, we cannot let mental health slip through our fingers as an intangible condition of human nature. Instead, we must grasp it firmly. We must let the world know, let ourselves know, that we hold the power to make a change within our society, to lessen the stigma surrounding mental health, and to have our voices heard in support of ourselves and those around us.
Thank you so much for helping us in our initiative in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month and Shattering the Stigma. To help support the cause, visit our GoFundMe link, which can be found in the description below, and feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any questions.